Alright, welcome. This is the first video of this series. I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics of Roblox Studio. Anyway, here's how we start. So click on this button right here. This says New Experience, and it'll open up a base plate. This is how you make it from scratch. So you'll start, you see here you have a spawn. This is when you play the game, you'll go and you'll spawn on this platform right here. This is a spawn location. Now, if you want more of these, which add, different locations, well, first of all, you can move this one around. You have select right now selected, so you can just kind of take this and drag it around here. This is called the workspace. This is where, the game physically takes place, like where everything is located. You have right now a base plate, which is just a giant block that's anchored down. And you have the spawn location here where the players will spawn, so you can move that around. Anyway, let's look over here. You have different tools here that you can use. So you have select, which you can click on an object and move it around like this, but this isn't really that precise. So to move stuff around more precisely, you need to use the move tool. This thing allows you to, move it, and it tells you how many studs right there you're going. So this is about 8 studs. This is like 7 studs. So it allows you to move it more precisely in any direction that you want. You can go this way, up in the air. And to undo it, you just do Control Z or Command Z, depending on if you're using Windows or Mac. You can also use the scale tool right here, which allows you to make it wider, longer. Also you can make it taller, but that allows you to build walls or build roof or whatever you're building in your game. Rotate just allows you to change the angle at which it's at. And if you want to make it more precise, you can take this box right here, see where it says 45 degrees, you untick it, and now you can move it really precisely like that. And same with this box above it. If this is clicked, you can only move on the move thing, you can only move it by 1 stud. But if you unclick this, you can make it nice and precise. You can fit it exactly how you want. But it's just up to you. Like this you might prefer to move it by studs, so that's just up to you. Anyway, this is how I like to have it personally. Transform is something that I don't really use anyway, but it just kind of allows you to move stuff around very precisely. It tells you the studs that it's at. I don't really use this that often, so I don't really see a purpose of it. But if you prefer it like that, then that's up to you. Okay, now let's move to the actual workspace thing over here. When you have workspace, you can insert stuff with clicking this plus sign. So you can make a part. This is how you make a part. That is an object that's in the workspace now. So you can mess around with the part in this thing called properties. You can change the color. Brick color is just the color of the part. Material is what the thing is made out of. So you can change it like pebbles, changes to that. But usually, by default, it's going to be plastic. So let me go for plastic right there. That's what it usually is by default. Transparency is just how visible it is. So you can make something completely transparent. This is really good for making invisible walls. This is an important thing that I want to show you guys. These things right here. See how it says can collide? Can collide means that you can not walk through it. So if can collide is true, you cannot walk through the block. You'll like hit it. Like it's like a wall. Anchored is one thing that I don't know why it's always unchecked. Make sure to check it if you don't want this thing to fall. Because when something is anchored, when you check the anchored box, that means that it cannot be moved. Like you can't kick it around or you can't knock it over or whatever. Here is, if you want to insert a script to a part, which is how you start coding, you click on that plus sign, you can click on script. See how the script is under the part? That means that the script is directly, the script's parent is directly that part. So in scripting, you'd say something like script.parent. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but script.parent, that means that, script, and the parent is just the thing that's directly above it, or directly the parent of that. So that's script.parent. Anyway, that's for a future thing. So there's other things here. You'll notice here, lighting is just kind of the lighting of the game. Replicated storage, server scripts, so all these things right here are usually where you place stuff that you want to be not in the game until someone loads it. Like when a map loads in and you're trying to make it load, you're like, oh, only if players vote for it, you load it in. So that's usually where you throw that in. Starter GUI is where you put things that you see on the screen. So you do a screen GUI and then a frame. Then this is what appears on your screen when you're playing the game. So that's how you make little GUIs on the screen. Starter pack, that's just tools that you have when you spawn in, when you start the game off. If you want someone to have or when you respawn, you always have this. So if you want someone to have, if you want someone to have a soda or something, if you're doing a role play game, you can put that in the starter pack, and they will be having a soda whenever they want, whenever they respawn. Starter player, this is usually where you put your sprint scripts whenever you want to have a shift to sprint, because this is always active. These last ones I don't really know how to use. They don't really have a purpose for what I've been doing. But yeah, players is where the actual when you join the game, you go into like player stuff goes into player. Well, your physical player goes into workspace, but your like player whatever goes into players. So that's a bit complex, but yeah. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two in this video. This was just a basic intro to Roblox Studio for those of you who are new to it and wanted to jump into it. So yeah, thanks for watching.